Yeah.
Ryan's starting to smile.
I don't know what I said.
Wow. I'm in charge of this thing. I can't laugh too much.
It's funny as fuck.
This is shit that somebody will clip and be like, "Look at these guys."
It's the music, man. I can't breathe.
Oh man.
Oh man. I'll piss my pants.
This is fucking Jay. I'm so mad.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh man, that's so great.
Yeah.
Jay, are
And,
you there right, bro?
I
Jay's
can't
dying.
hold it.
Fuck,
Jay, you're still
Jay.
laughing.
Jay's losing his shit, bro. Like, it's just...
Right.
Jeremy can't
I tried to hold it together. I was like,
I don't know why I can't stop laughing at this.
There you go.
Water.
Jay, drunk 3PO, unmute. God. What's wrong with Jay?
No, but I know what's wrong with this country. They've just indicted Trump another time, and I have InfoWars in the background if you want to know. But what is up, people? We're going to just talk about the Trump indictment. It's probably going to be a shorter stream. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be. Or hang on. I probably need to, just so I can hear what I'm saying. Welcome. We are currently talking about the Trump indictment. Trump was arraigned for a third time. You know, third time's a charm. Not for the Democratic Party. And this was an hour ago. Great president said this.
This is a very sad day for America, and it was also very sad driving through Washington, D.C. and seeing the filth and the decay and all of the broken buildings and walls and the graffiti. This is not the place that I left. It's a very sad thing to see it. When you look at what's happening, this is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
Yeah, it is happening because we have traitors in the Republican Party who say, "Oh, we're going to impeach Biden." Yet they've done nothing. They like to say things, not actually do things.
is the persecution of the person that's leading by very, very substantial numbers in the Republican primary and leading Biden by a lot. So if you can't beat him, you persecute him or you prosecute him. We can't let this happen in America. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Team Forward. Welcome. When there's evidence Biden doing Biden wrongdoing and something goes wrong, and this is going to happen again. I'm not sure how many. I know they currently the one they haven't yet indicted. I think it's the Georgia one. I could be wrong. They could have more. I don't think so though. Oh, but because that's why I've only heard about the four ones. I'm trying to think. The Manhattan DA case. The one where he was arraigned in Miami. This one, and then the Georgia one, which he'll be arraigned in the fall, if I'm gonna guess. Because, I don't know. They could do it right around now. They could seriously arraign Trump right now. But we've just listened to that, and this is this is obviously AI generated of Trump in prison. That's awesome. I'm trying to figure out where because Trump actually said that continue to indict me, which is, well, I'll say indict him more. And if Trump's guilty, then I just want to say something. The Democrats and all the Hollywood actors are also pretty guilty. Let's see. I'm trying to find out where it is. Oh, whatever. Where is ICE? This is why I've got to bookmark things. Such a dumb ass. I don't bookmark shit and look at what happens. I can't find what I'm looking for. This is what Laura Loomer posted on Twitter. I need one more indictment to ensure my election. That is some mentality. That mentality there. That's the mentality of a alpha male champion who knows he's innocent. And I just want to get up the clip of the Democrats saying, look. And I'm going to get a clip from CobraCast last night. Let's get that up. Let's get this up, and let's see here. All right, this is really cringe. And this was actually tweeted out by Marco Rubio, but I'll just play it because
Marco posted this one. This is from Hollywood, right here.
Republican members of the Electoral College, this message is for you. As you know, our founding fathers built the Electoral College to safeguard the American people from the dangers of a demagogue and to ensure that the presidency only goes to someone who is to an eminent degree endowed with the requisite qualifications.
An eminent degree. Someone who is highly qualified for the job.
The Electoral College was created specifically to prevent an unfit.
By the way, these same people are probably now saying they want to abolish the Electoral College and just let the big cities in California and New York City run our elections. Because that's who these people are. They need to brainwash the people who live in the city. And that's what a mob is. The Electoral College was designed to not to prevent mob rule and was pretty much a democracy, an actual democracy, direct democracy, not a representative democracy / constitutional republic that the United States is.
Candidate from becoming president.
There are 538 members of the Electoral College. You
and just 36 other conscientious Republican electors can make a difference
by voting your conscience on December 19th.
And thereby shaping the future of our nation.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
As you know, the Constitution gives electors the right to vote for any eligible person.
Any eligible person, no matter which party they belong to.
But it should certainly be someone you consider especially competent.
Especially
competent
to serve.
What the fuck is that, by the way? Holy
whatever that thing is.
What is
that's
that?
An ugly
As
lady.
President of the United States of America.
And I only recognize one of these actors, Bob. I forgot. He's the guy who plays Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Conscience. You and other brave Republicans.
I know what his name is, but I just can't pronounce it.
Representatives the option to select a qualified candidate for the presidency.
I stand with you.
I stand with you.
Then I know who that is. I know who that is. Old Kathy.
I stand with you in support and solidarity with conservatives, independents, and liberals.
And all citizens of the United States.
The American people trust that your voice speaks for us all.
And that you will make yourself heard through the constitutional responsibility granted to you by Alexander Hamilton himself.
What is evident is that Donald Trump lacks more than the qualifications to be president.
What do you mean he actually? I know this is 2016, but look at this. If they try to post this now, like let's say after when Trump wins in 2024, we're going to have a similar thing to 2016 where, I don't know, they just post this stuff, type of stuff to try and get electors, and they're trying to do it already. They're trying to get electors to betray Trump when it inevitably happens.
He lacks the necessary stability.
And clearly the respect for the Constitution of our great nation.
Just swap out Donald Trump with Joe Biden, and this would be accurate, actually.
You have position,
the authority,
and the opportunity to go down in the books as an American hero
who changed the course of history.
And you have my respect.
You have my respect.
You have my respect.
For your patriotism
and service to the American people. Unite for America.
Now, I have one message for all of you. Okay?
Fuck these people.
Wait up.
Let me get
that we're gonna.
This. So apparently, if you question the election, the 2020 election, the safest, fairest, freest election in all of human history, then you're probably an illegit. Then you probably should go to prison. So I guess then the Democrats should.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee. And you can have the election stolen from you.
Well, isn't that interesting?
How can you win with Russian interference, though?
That's a real
what I'm
thing.
scared about in 2020.
But rightly.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right.
He's an illegitimate president in my mind.
Could you be my vice presidential candidate?
Folks, look, I absolutely agree.
So Joe Biden agrees that he's illegitimate. All right.
Could actually win the election in 2016. He lost the election, and he was put into office because the Russians interfered.
Russia interfered with.
I think Jimmy Carter's like Joe Biden. I'm not sure if he's all in there at times. I think that at times Jimmy Carter's being told what to do. I just think Joe Biden has it worse, which is surprising given the age gap.
Our election attacked our democracy for the sole purpose of artificially placing someone at 1600 Pennsylvania.
Just swap out Russians for deep state and Trump for Biden, and you'll have the 2020 election.
Pennsylvania Avenue, they were successful.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
The president elect, although legally elected, is not legitimate.
I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
You said you believe that Russia's interference altered the outcome of the election.
I do. We have a president who, if in fact it is proven, has been assisted by the Russians and may in fact not be a legitimate president.
These people are fucking crazy.
They're loonies. How did we get to this point? Well, we got to this point because we took things for granted too much. We thought that we were the best, and now look.
Every single thing they accuse Trump of doing is what they are guilty of.
Yes, that is correct. And you just need to replace Trump with Biden, just like someone to make an edit of this, but just replace Russians with deep state and Trump with Biden, like with Jimmy Carter. I think that it should be, I think the deep state installed Joe Biden.
I refuse to believe that this evil will continue to win. I refuse to believe it. The world, the universe.
It won't continue because you know what we're going to do? We're going to get out there in 2024, and we're already starting to get out there, but we've got to get out there in 2024. We've got to get into the ground. We've got to take back our country, no matter the cost, and we've got to do it peacefully as well. We don't want to resort to the violence, but if it's stuff like the early ballots, ballot harvesting and mail ballots, then go ahead. Plus, there's going to be I think there will be a split vote. I think that Manchin will split the vote for Biden because I think he'll run under the no labels. I think Kennedy, RFK Jr., if they don't take him out, he'll be running in. Cornel West will take a chunk of the black vote. He'll take a good amount of the black vote away from Joe Biden. And I think that's how Trump really wins. I think Trump could win without a split vote, but I think Trump will definitely win in 2024. I think the circumstances, and plus Biden, no matter what he says, is really not popular among the Democrats. The Democrats have put themselves in this situation where they can't get rid of Joe Biden. And because if they do, they have Kamala Harris, who's even worse.
Has a way of sorting these things out. The universe has a way of making these things ultimately come full circle. They just do. And there's a reason why we are in the place we are at this point in time, because the universe normally works these things out. And I feel very strongly that Donald Trump will prevail. I feel that they have done nothing but hurt everything they are trying to help, or vice versa, however you want to look at it. I truly believe that all of this will work itself out. Donald Trump is a great man. He is a true American patriot. And again, the things that he is enduring, I don't know how. Like,
it's incredible. Because I'm not sure how many of you could endure this. The fact that Trump is enduring it.
Greats of our time. Like, let's look at, athletes. Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time. There was a point in time where Michael Jordan mentally could not continue on.
Ronaldo and Messi, for the soccer fans, look at where they're at. They've moved on from Europe. They're no longer in the playing in Champions League soccer. They're not. They're look at Trump
on, and he had to retire from the.
Look at Trump compared to these people. Trump is. God, the stakes are greater. It's not a sports championship. This is the future of America and of the world.
Chicago Bulls, because his father had passed away. He felt like he accomplished everything he accomplished, and he just had to go away for several years. he needed that break. Donald Trump is not built like that. Donald Trump is built differently than every other person we have seen. He just is. Tom Brady, you know, he got to the end of his career. He went through a divorce. I guess he had personal stuff going on, and fighting mentally. And
We will see here.
And let's listen to a little bit more of their
Yes.
nonsense.
The one thing that Trump is fearful of when it comes to his being president is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
I have an objection.
I object to the 15 votes from the state of North Carolina. I object because people are horrified.
He's an illegitimate president.
Our election was hijacked. There was no question.
So, by the same logic applied after around the 2020 election, you know, election did not. And a couple months ago, actually, YouTube allowed for questioning of elections. That's a pretty good sign. I think they know they're about to lose. Then when you say that the election was legitimate, then you're called this, and then you're going to be called a conspiracy theorist, and it'll just be a repeat. However, I don't think that Trump's going to. I think we're going to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to see that they will have tried to steal the 2024 election from Trump in November. They will have tried to steal it. They will not be as successful as last time, and things are going to get pretty bad in the coming months. So we think that, this will just be over on January 20th, 2025. No, we're in for the long haul, people. Steve Bannon said the other day, he said that we're probably going to be in for a good 6 to 8 years or so, even after Trump. We're probably going to be in this for a while, but if we have the winning mentality, if we can just get past this loser mentality of the establishment Republican Party, I think that we are in for success in the end of the deep state.
Congress has a duty to hashtag protect our democracy and hashtag follow the facts.
John Lewis is completely right. There is a cloud of illegitimacy around the election of Donald Trump.
What about Joe Biden? Here's the thing. The Democrats always question how illegitimate Trump was. They never could show any evidence. They just showed banking records and that Trump had a relationship with Russians. Okay, but that doesn't shows how the votes were changed. In 2020, they have the actual proof. We have the proof to show how it was done, where it was done. And the mass mail-in ballots, how that played, and they were like, nope, totally free and fair.
The Russians interfered with his election. James Comey and the FBI interfered with his election. The fake news industry interfered with his election.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president who got illegitimate foreign help.
Do you believe Trump is illegitimate president?
What I believe is that there's no question that the outcome of this election
ugly.
was affected by the Russian interference.
There absolutely is a.
Just for the record, watching this video now, it has been proven that the Russia nonsense was in fact a lie.
But you'll still find people who are too dumb to realize that was fake. They'll still say Trump's a Russian agent. They'll still call Roger Stone a Russian agent. Steve Bannon, everyone who's associated with Trump is a Russian agent, according to these people.
100% a lie. And why are these elected officials not being held accountable for pushing something that was a flat out lie in order to disrupt democracy? Why are they not being held accountable?
Because they did not expect Donald Trump to win in 2016. And I remember, I'm not sure where you were when you got the news, but I was one of the first people. I actually was had awoken around 2 a.m. EST on, was it November 8th or 9th? I can't remember. Let me look. Election. It was November the 9th. I woke up around 2 in the morning and the election was still going on, but Trump has still maintained his lead. And later years, I found that Trump was actually close. Like Hillary had jumped ahead of him at some point while I was asleep. And guess when I woke up, Trump was still ahead. And guess what happened? You want to know what happened? Trump won. And when I got the news that Hillary Clinton had conceded, I was so happy. Oh my gosh. Continue.
If you want to be real about it, do you know why? Because Republicans continue to try and stay above this stuff, when in reality, the Democrats, there's no line they won't cross. They'll do anything. They'll do anything. Republicans have to start getting their hands dirty as well. There are too many cowards on the Republican side. There are way too many. Way too many. And they have to get as down and dirty as these Democrats, because these Democrats are filthy as hell, and there's no line they will not cross. And Republicans continue to be like, oh, we just have to be better than that. No, get down in the mud with them.
Cloud of illegitimacy.
So that legitimacy is in question, yes. So that was a very tainted election. And in that sense, it's illegitimate.
Why do you think the president is going to such great lengths to essentially prove that he beat you?
Because he knows he didn't. He knows he's an illegitimate president.
Stolen emails, stolen drone, stolen election. Welcome to the world of unprecedented Trump.
So do you believe President Trump is an illegitimate president?
Based on what I just said, which I can't retract.
He tweeted in February 2018, quote.
So this is the current minority Speaker of the leader of the Democratic minority and the Speaker of the Hakeem Jeffries. He said, the more we learn about the 2016 election, the more illegitimate it becomes. America deserves to know whether we have a fake president in the Oval Office. Hashtag Russian interference. So why don't we just replace 2016 with 2020 and Russian interference with deep state interference?
We learn about the 2016 election, the more illegitimate it becomes. America deserves to know whether we have a fake president in the Oval Office.
The Russian attempt to have the election, and frankly, the FBI is weighing in on the election, I think makes his election illegitimate.
There was a widespread
Oh, sorry, people.
understanding.
Oh my goodness. When I see that face.
I remember this one.
Woo.
God, that thing is creepy.
That this election was not on the level. We still don't know what really happened, Isaac. I mean, there's just a lot that I think will be revealed. History will discover. But you don't win by 3 million votes and have all this other shenanigans stuff going on and not come away with an idea like, whoa, something's not right here.
Seems to me that there's a cloud of illegitimacy that continues to hang over 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
That was
The outcome of the election was affected by their interference, and now we need to know, to what degree.
Bro.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm only gonna watch a few more minutes of this shit. I can't keep. This is just fucking horrible. This is some of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen in my life.
It's like Palpatine. Honestly, this is literally just Revenge of the Sith. These people are ugly.
If any, the Trump campaign was actually in collusion with Russia.
He knows he's an illegitimate president. So of course he's obsessed with me. And I believe that it's a guilty conscience.
We actually won the last presidential election, folks. They stole the last presidential election.
And Al Gore won that election. I think he won anyway.
Actually, I think I carried Florida.
Al Gore won the election nationwide and also in Florida, but the Supreme Court ruled the other way.
Al Gore got more votes, but not enough to stay out of the Supreme Court.
It's called the Electoral College. You should probably know that, Clinton. You were elected president twice by the Electoral College. Sometimes you don't get your way. It's happened before. This isn't some new thing.
where President Bush was elected 5-4.
Bush versus Gore. A court took away a presidency.
If all the votes were tallied in Florida, that Al Gore would be president today and George Bush would be back in office.
I come from Florida, where you and others participated in what
Yeah,
I call the United
All right, I can't. I'm done.
Sorry. Yeah, those people are nasty. Those are some of the nastiest people. Like, you know the whole meme that women are uglier than Republican women? Yeah. Or I don't think I want to show you this. Because these women are so ugly. Why are liberal women so ugly? And then this is Trump's lawyer.
On March 17th, Hunter accidentally admits that it was his laptop from hell. The next day, DA Alvin Bragg indicts President Trump. June 8th, an FBI document is released showing that the Ukrainians paid the Biden crime family millions and millions of dollars. The next day, the Mar-a-Lago raid and the Mar-a-Lago indictment. Last week, Hunter Biden's sweetheart plea deal fell through when the judge realized it had blanket immunity. The following day, a superseding indictment against Donald Trump. July 31st, Devin Archer goes to testify in front of the House. That was only after they failed to put him in jail prior to the fact. What happens the next day? The January 6th indictment that we're here for today.
Yes.
This is not a coincidence. This is election interference at its finest against the leading candidate right now for president, for either party. President Trump is under siege in a way that we have never seen before. President Trump and his legal team and he will continue to fight, not for him, but for the American people.
So, my question is, do they really think that they're going to get Trump? And we got one of the stupidest people who calls himself a reverend, Al Sharp, and one of the dumbest people on the planet.
Our children's children will read American history. And can you?
And they'll realize how much of a fraud and a phony you were.
Imagine our reading that James Madison or Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the government so they could stay in power. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at American history. We're
going to be learning about that with the deep state whenever you think about the crooked deep states exposed. I'm trying to find. See, unfortunately, a lot of dogs that need a home on where you can go in. If you follow me on Twitter at Jared the America, you'll see that I'm retweeting about a lot of these dogs. I could go on another point, but let's see. I'm trying to find. So we all know. And this is a recent one with Joe Rogan. And I know that I heard Jeremy said Joe Rogan team likes to take down people who plays clip, but I doubt that he's going to want to take down I have huge respect for Joe, so I do not think he will.
I don't know if you're following what Vivek said yesterday. He came out and he says, look, I want to compete against Trump, but not by using something like this and what they're doing.
So they're talking about Vivek, and there's a lot of people saying Jeremy from Geeks says that at this point Vivek should drop out. I kind of do agree that Vivek should drop out if he truly stand with Trump. And I'll just say Vivek, meh. I mean, stop acting like the typical politician. If you are truly interested in running a fair life, and then just drop out. You're going to, DeSantis might be back in, or you know what? He might not even be back in second. He might be so dead in the water, DeSantis, that it's not even DeSantis might drop out before.
On the other side, all I'm saying is, if Newsom shows that he's being respectful of Biden, because what is your theory of why DeSantis is not having momentum? What do you think about when you think about DeSantis?
Trump. He doesn't have the personality. I just don't think he can compete with Trump. Trump has just this cult behind him. I mean, these people that love Trump,
he's not even a cult. He made our country great for 4 years, and we've got to return that favor.
They're a hero, and the things that he says, the bombastic personality, the way he can control a room, the way he speaks in an arena of screaming fans, and makes people laugh and says things that they want to hear. DeSantis can't do that. I mean, he did a great job
Oh, so
No,
you don't
I
even
don't
think he should have
so. I
ran?
don't think he can beat Trump.
No.
As long as Trump doesn't get arrested, as long as he is, he's been indicted again.
Hang on, I'm having connection problems. I'm good.
And who knows where that goes, but if Trump's not in jail, he can't beat him.
Yeah.
And the people that love Trump, they feel like this is a witch hunt, and they feel like all the things he's getting indicted for are bullshit anyway. It not only does it not work, but it kind of hardens their position that he's being targeted.
A lot of those Gen Z millennials, a lot of minorities are going to be voting for Trump now.
And that these are like the actions of a banana republic. You take your political rival and you arrest him, and specifically you charge him with things that you're fucking guilty of, like the documents, like the classified documents. Biden's guilty of the exact same issue.
And Trump just put this out. True Social and Ben Johnson just put this out. Considering the fact that I had to fly to a filthy, dirty, falling apart, and very unsafe Washington, D.C. today, and that I was then arrested by my political opponent who was losing badly to me in the polls, crooked Joe Biden. It was a very good day. This man is alleged. God bless him. Oh man, Trump is a savage. Trump's a savage. He literally doesn't give a. They could lock him up and throw away the key. He wouldn't care. He's already done enough damage to destroy the. And we have this from Next News Network.
Unprecedented move. GOP Representative Matt Gaetz has unveiled a groundbreaking strategy to combat Special Counsel Jack Smith's relentless efforts to delegitimize former President Trump. Gaetz's plan leverages the seldom invoked power of congressional immunity, aiming to create a counter narrative against the charges laid against Trump. In a surprising twist as well, former Vice President Mike Pence has indicated that he had the power to reject fraudulent votes during the controversial January 6 events. This admission brings a fresh dimension to the entire scenario, raising questions about the extent of Pence's role. These recent developments carry significant implications.
Yeah, and Mike Pence still has a small pee-pee. His dick is still very small.
For American democracy, underscoring the need for vigilance and robust debate. Dive deeper, tap our link in our bio. Now for the real news. In an unprecedented move, GOP Representative Matt Gaetz has unveiled a...
And here, apparently, so this is Gary Franchi.
Now for the real news, Steve Bannon has recently backed the idea of a Trump-Kennedy 2024 presidential ticket, a notion initially floated by political strategist Roger Stone. The prospect is...
Man, could you imagine RFK Jr., though, debating I don't think this is going to happen, but could you imagine if he was? And I think a Trump Kennedy ticket, because if Joe Manchin and Cornel West are still running, it's probably even a bigger Trump landslide. I think Trump still has this. And could you imagine him debating with Kamala Harris? Could you imagine RFK debate against Kamala?
Significant attention, sparking debates about its implications. The partnership, although seen as a political outlier, could potentially bridge partisan divides, marking a historic shift in U.S. politics. Bannon's endorsement gives credence to the speculation, indicating a growing momentum for the idea. However, the legal hurdles and the unprecedented nature of the potential pairing raise many questions about its feasibility. Kennedy has publicly dismissed the possibility, yet the conversation continues. Dive deeper, tap the link in our bio.
I don't think it's going to happen. And here's more from Gary French. And here's recent, though this was back in July. She's going to be in Missouri, Laura Loomer, on August 16th and 17th with Mike Lindell.
I'm here with the legendary Mike Lindell of MyPillow. And Mike, you're not really that big of a fan of Ron DeSantis, are you?
No, he's the biggest uniparty rhino this country's ever seen. And, you know, when my mom, even my mom who lives in Florida, she said, Mike, he's not so bad. I go, oh, Mom, the guy was sitting and colluding with Libby Locke of Claire Locke, who's suing everybody in this country, including her son and MyPillow. And
explain to people who that is. That's the lawyer for Dominion.
Libby Locke is the lawyers for Dominion. Over 200 lawsuits and threatening letters to all the great patriots and people in our country. It's disgusting. Ron said, and guess what they were doing, everybody? What they were doing was trying to pick up a bill that would make it easier to sue people for defamation.
That's how big Lindell, a couple years ago when he was just the MyPillow guy, I thought nothing of it. Now I love him, and I'd love to get Mike on. So that would be a big yes. I'm having Buckeye politics on next week. I could get ready to go on. I'll have to, maybe possibly email Mike Lindell. Though his phone, I know his phone's in the hands of the feds.
What if you badmouth the Florida governor? Boy, you get sued, huh? It's disgusting. Ron is disgusting.
They tried to create a bill in Florida where you had to get press credentials or approval if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And of course, we know in the state of Florida, he doesn't do anything about election integrity. He gets stolen elections, but you're loyal. You've always been a loyal supporter of President Trump, and we love you for it. What else?
I want to tell you, so we're going to have an event. It's called, if you go look up LindellEvent.com, everybody, and go there right now. I'm going to send you a free gift. All I want is to just use that email, and you'll see. We're going to launch put out the plan, which has never been done before in history, never been talked about, on August 16th through 17th, live stream from frankspeech.com. That plan, everyone's trying to guess it, they're all trying to guess it. No, it's not that, because no one's ever thought of this before. But everybody will embrace it. And this fall's election will have proof of concept. And everyone's asking, well, can the state stop it? No, they can't. That's the beauty of it. So everybody, you're going to love it. We worked on it for over a year. And all this talk about...
What's the event called?
It's Lindell. It's the election summit. Some people call it the election crime bureau summit, but we've softened it a little because we want everybody to watch it.
We're gonna melt the machines and we're gonna turn them into prison bars.
Yeah,
we're gonna turn them into prison bars.
Now, everyone said that. Is that your plan? I'm going, no, I've already said that. This has never been talked about ever. The new plan, right? This great plan we have. So everybody go. If the only way this plan doesn't work is if people don't watch and don't hear about the event, because what did they do, Laura? All the evidence we've had doesn't matter. The judges have not looked at it. The FBI, they weaponize the FBI against us. So I'm taking a different angle, and this angle is it's going to be amazing. So as long as you all get the word out, go to LindellEvent.com, get signed up. So we got to have at least 5 million people watching this, and then it's over. It's over.
Great. Well, one word. If you could describe Ron DeSantis in one word, what would that word be?
Uniparty. He's a uniparty guy. That's right. He's their big plan. When I talk about what took over our country, the uniparty, the CCP, the globalists, and the deep state. Well, you know what? You think the uniparty is going to let? They don't want a Democrat, and they want to flip it back to some uniparty like Ron DeSantis. But you know what? They got one thing standing in their way: Donald J. Trump. And,
Absolutely.
That's kind of a good point that they might have just let DeSantis. If DeSantis had been the nominee, they may have just had Joe Biden give it to DeSantis just to make us happy. If it weren't for Laura Loomer over here, we would have not known about DeSantis. He could have even won he could be up in the polls right now, and then we would have not known.
So old Ron, the uniparty, DeSantis, I could go on and on of this stuff. When we talked to Ron, my team, when we talked to him, and about election integrity, that weak word, I call it election crime. As soon as machines were brought up, he left the room.
Well, Ron DeSantis did nothing when my campaign was deplatformed. Right. Remember how they censored mine? Yep. And Mike Lindell supported my campaigns. He did. And Ron DeSantis allowed for Twitter and Facebook and PayPal and all the big tech tyrants and censors to silence it.
Right. So. Absolutely. He's right there with them. Everybody can see it. And I was just being in Iowa yesterday with all of them. It was so fun with the media. They're going, Mike, what are you doing here? Donald Trump's not here. What are you doing here? What do you hope to get out of this? I said, well, I would hope to convince all of those election or all those presidential candidates, quit wasting your time and endorse Donald Trump tomorrow.
Amen.
You want to help
Amen.
Run? You want to completely redeem yourself? Endorse Donald Trump and get
absolutely
and save.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Mike. You're a patriot. Everybody, if you don't have My Pillow, I have My Pillow, the best night's sleep in the whole
Actually,
wide world.
Look at these. While we'll finish listening.
Dogs have the My Pillow beds. I was on Mike's show one time, and my dog was barking in the back. And the next day, Mike said, "What's your address?" And I didn't know what he wanted it for. And a week later, I had 2 dog beds from My Pillow. So wonderful products. You can go to mypillow.com. Use code Bloomer because we support election integrity, and nobody's fighting harder for election integrity than Mike Lindell. MyPillow.com.
Thank you, Lord. God bless you all. Hey, keep the faith. LindellEvent.com. Go there, save your country.
Thanks, Mike.
See? And let me just show you these. Look, these are my Pillow slippers. They're some of the best slippers in the world. Don't believe me? Get a pair. They're expensive, but they're worth every bit of money. And this is actually the ad. So let's play.
Hello, everyone. I'm here today to bring you great hope. You all know that the government has deemed our election platforms critical infrastructure. Well, I'm hosting an event that's going to reveal the plan that will save our election platforms immediately. It's something that's never been done before in history, or even talked about for that matter. Everyone, whether you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, everyone's going to embrace this plan. This plan has been worked on for over a year and will be revealed to the world at the Election Summit on August 16th and 17th. Sign up now to gain exclusive access to the live stream event and also receive a free online gift now. Thank you and God bless.
I'm probably not going to be attending that, but if you want to, go ahead and buy a ticket and head there. I'd love to attend these events. You know, and I'm not sure who this Lana Asson, but she's
Happy Tuesday,
nice.
everyone. Or maybe not such a happy Tuesday.
So this is a
first of
couple
all,
days
I
ago.
apologize for my attire, but I was actually hanging out at my pool and having such a great time. And until I heard those crazy, like, breaking news about Trump being indicted. So,
Yeah,
I
this is a
mean,
couple.
I don't even know what to say to that because it's absolutely absurd. It's crazy, and it has never happened in American history, especially not in my time.
Mhm.
Yeah, so let me go back to what actually happened. So let's go back to when he was indicted in Miami, 38 accounts related to classified documents. Then today I'm reading it off. So today, Washington, 4 counts related to 2020 election. Okay, the 4 counts was like the first one, conspiracy to defraud the US. Yeah, right. Yeah. BS. Second, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Sure. BS. Third, obstruction and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding. Right. BS. Fourth, count 4, conspiracy against rights. Really?
That's such a broad.
I'm talking about, President Trump. I mean, he's all about, rights. So, I mean, this whole thing is like, it's like a clown show. That's actually what it is. And that's what we've been living in a clown world for the past, 4 years, 4 years, pretty much. Actually, not even that. I think we've been living in a clown show since President, Trump was president in 2000, became president in 2016.
Yes.
So
I think even before that, 2015 was when everything kicked off. The world has not been the same since 2015. I mean, since the day he went down that escalator, exactly in the middle of the year, voila.
that's exactly. They've been like, after him since then. I mean, over and over and over and over again. I mean, can you just imagine how much beating this man has gotten from the radical far left? Demon rats. Okay, that's what I call them. So much beating, and he's still standing. He's standing and like a lion, and he doesn't give up. At his age, that's very impressive. I don't know too many people who can do that. I mean, this man is working 24/7, and he's working for us, guys, for us. He loves this country so much. I met President Trump, and he's an incredible human being. He has such a good heart. He is not even human. He's an angel. And I hate when I hear people talking bad about him because I know that he's not like that. I met him and I met Melania, who's incredible, beautiful. So this is going to backfire on the demon rats, and it's just going to make him stronger. And I can't wait because 2024, sorry, he's going to come back. We all know. And then revenge is happening.
Revenge.
We're going to take it all back. We're going to take our country back, and we're going to fight for it. And all these people are going to go down, and we're going to take them, put them somewhere on like a deserted island, and then
Send them into like Napoleon.
Leave them out there. Okay. That's what I believe in.
Give them
I'm a little fired up today because
give them the Napoleon treatment.
So mad what's going on. I'm passionate about it, So that's my take on today's. And I had to step away from my pool, and I had a really great time, but I had to say something. So
Okay.
Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Much love.
I think with that, we've covered everything. Pray for Brian Jane, pray for Alec McCarthy. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We had a good stream today, people. We do. I do have to say that. We had a great stream. So, do I, Ed, and I will see you possibly on I might be doing something with the family, so the stream will be later, but we'll be talking more Dogman and some Bigfoot. We're gonna get into some Bigfoot, so I hope you're excited about that. Share any stories about Bigfoot you have. I really appreciate to have streaming. I will see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.